the veil between the worlds. Let's talk about the space between the spaces, about being one of the beings who dances between the worlds. We are spiritual beings having a human experience, or human beings having a spiritual experience. Whatever way you look at it, and whatever spiritual path that you are coming from, there is something very significant that many of us are missing. Hopefully not the cosmic cowgirls, because we are in the business of this, what I'm about to speak to you about. I want to speak to you about getting access to your own information, about the journey inside. Inside every single human being is an entire wealth of information, of wisdom, of ideas, of concepts, of stories, of promises, of lineage, of archetype, symbols, shapes, sounds, colors that belong to your own unique cosmology, the you that you were born to be, is inside. And the question is the external life matching up with the being inside that you know that you are, or not? Or not? Or not? I know for me, it is a continual decision to create a personal revolution inside of my own life, to continue to explore the veils, the mystery of me and how I relate inside of this universe. And the way that I do that is through drumming, through dancing, through singing, through writing, and through painting. When we engage in intentional acts of creativity, we get access to what's inside. But there's one more step. And that one more step is the invitation to yourself to speak to you about that's what you're doing. We could do any number of creative acts and not be listening with the ear inside the chest that Rumi speaks of, the one that lives in the heart, that hears the things we don't hear. We could be doing any number of acts, from making a soup to planting a garden to doing the laundry, and not have it be conscious. When we choose to make it conscious, when we choose to make it intentional, what becomes available is a deeper listening into the spaces in between the spaces. And the spaces in between the spaces are what is going to yield up for you your own unique information, your wisdom, that which belongs to you, that which you were born to give. You were born this way, baby. You were born with information that belongs to you. Will you share it? Will you share it even with yourself? Do you even know what it is? I'm not saying I know, but I am saying I am on the great adventure of discovering it. Life can be a conscious inquiry into the possibility of becoming. And regardless of our external life circumstances, when we choose to show up that way in the world, delicious, amazing, sensual juiciness gets to be a part of our daily life. I know this is a challenging place to live. I know we are all encountering things far beyond what we could ever imagine that we would have to deal with. There's pain, there's suffering, there's tragedy, there's despair, there's depression, there's health challenges. There's a lot of things that we don't feel like we're in control of or can change. But there are certain things that we do have some control over. And one of them is the decision to journey inside to that place within you. At Cosmic Cowgirls and in all of our work, we call it active imagination, which is a term coined by Carl Jung. And it is combined with the shamanic practice of journeying within. And so we have ultimately decided to call it visionary imagination, which is a combination of the two. It's a journeying inside with the intention to receive information about you and who you are. So that is my invitation to you in this moment, to go on a journey, to close your eyes. Well, first turn on some music, close your eyes, have a journal nearby, and ask, go on an inquiry. In the traditional manner, we ask 3 times for the inquiry. Look for a portal, go through it, ask, what is it that I need to know? What is the information that is mine? What is my intention for my life? What is it that I'm about? What are the quirky, wild ways that I want to unleash myself on my life? What wants to be written on the pages of my life? Are you letting life happen to you, or are you happening to life? This is our choice. And this choice requires action, but it resides inside the mystery, in the space of not knowing. When we go in, we don't know what we're going to find out. But like they say, you have to go in order to find out. This is the daily cup of tea at the Red Thread Cafe and over at Cosmic Cowgirls. This is the work we do. We discover who we are, and then together we work to manifest a life that reflects that very beingness. Because whatever else is happening, what we have is ourself and our connection to ourselves and our identity. And when we have some clarity and consciousness around that identity, we get to transform our life story into a legend, into one where we get to say, I like it here. I want to do this. And even with all the hard stuff that's happening, I want to keep showing up for myself, for others, for my creative actions, for my own self-expression. So this is an invitation to go between the veils and discover how you would like to show up. This is Chief Laughing Cloud, reporting live from the Rodeo of the Soul, from my heart to yours.